Good morning, everybody. I got a clock here in the house that says it's 4:30. I guess I got up a little too early. But now that I'm up, I guess I'll rise and shine. And by the time you're up, you'll already have rise and shine coming at you loud and clear.
You're not shining too bright, babe.
What's that?
You're not shining real bright right now.
Why is it I'm not shining too bright right now? What a joy it is. This is Saturday. What a joy it is to have you on deck with Rise and Shine and try to keep our congregation connected. I consider you a part of our congregation, even if you're an extended part. If you're here during these troubled times to keep us connected, and it's a joy to be able to come your way every day, and thank you. I can't take the time to comment on every comment, but I read every one of them. I want you to know that. I read every comment. Every time you smash the button, I'm aware of it, and every time that you, especially when you make a comment, I read them. Some of you send prayer requests, and I'm always looking for that so that I can hold you up to the Lord in prayer, okay? So here, just want to let you know, thank you, okay? So this story's been on my mind all night. Well, not all night, a couple hours. Well, not a couple hours. An hour ago. We'll get to it. I read it. I was up in the middle of the night, and I read it, and I couldn't get it out of my head, so I have a feeling like I'm supposed to tell it. So here goes. The story is told of a teacher sitting on park bench, enjoying a beautiful sunshine afternoon, watching the flowers, watching the ducks in the pond, and watching the children play, when all of a sudden, down the path, came a gentleman, spry in foot and looking really sharp, and sat down beside the old man. The old man, feeble, leaning heavy on his cane, shaking with tremors, and he was closer to eternity than he was to this side of life. And he turned to the young man and said, "Good afternoon, sir." And the man that had sat down said, "Good afternoon, teacher." And the old teacher looked at him puzzled and said, "How did you know that I was a teacher?" He said, "Because you were my teacher, and I was your student." The old teacher said, "What did you do with your life?" He said, I have become a teacher and have spent my life this far teaching other children." "Oh," said the old teacher, "so you have become what I was, and you have taken my example." The younger gentleman said, "Yes, sir, that's what I did. I hope I'm following your example." The old teacher said, "Tell me, what was the deciding factor in you deciding to become a teacher? What was the moment you decided?" The younger teacher said, "It was a day in school when a watch had gotten stolen, and you locked the door of the classroom and told everyone that a watch had gotten stolen and it needed to be returned right now. You said, we'll bow our heads and we'll all close our eyes In fact, we'll all stand up. And the person who has the watch, just take it and lay it over there on that desk. It'll be fine. None of us will know who it was. Nobody moved. The younger teacher said, it was me that had the watch. And said I didn't want to give it up. We were poor and I didn't have anything. I desperately wanted that watch. But it wasn't mine and I knew it. I felt terrible, but I wanted the watch. The old teacher said, go on with your story. The young teacher said, since that effort did not bear any fruit, you asked us to all stand up and get in a circle. And now with us all in a circle, you said, everyone bow your head and close your eyes and do not look. And you went from one student to the next until you found the watch. You only had to go to the fourth one till you found the watch on me. And once you'd found the watch on me, I figured that it would all be over. But it wasn't. You continued to go around the whole classroom and search everyone as if you had never found the watch. And at the end, you told the kids to go back to their seat and then said, the watch has been found. Well, the old man was quite visibly moved by this story because he remembered it. And he said, son, I remember that really well. It was the younger teacher's turn to talk, and he said, it was on that day that I decided to emulate you and to become a teacher myself. He said, because you went right on, after you found the watch on me, you went right on and checking everybody else just like you had never found it. That way I was not humiliated. He said, it was at that moment that I decided to be whatever you were. And I've tried my best. Big tears were flowing down the old man's cheeks for the great moment of memory and the appreciation, and this young man following his example. He said to the younger teacher, he said, I want you to know something. When you came and sat down, I didn't recognize you. You introduced yourself. You told me this story. But this is the first time I ever knew who it was that had the watch in his pocket. Because I, too, had bowed my head and kept my eyes closed. So this is the first time I knew that you were the one. The young man embraced him and thanked him and said to him, thank you so much. In the process of disciplining me, you did not humiliate me. I want to thank you. And he got up to leave. And the old man turned and looked at him and said, son, if you have to humiliate someone to teach them, you're not much of a teacher at all. Shook his hand, stood up, leaning heavy on his canes with legs that were weak and hands that were tremors. He walked down the path that would take him home. Well, when I read that story, son, you don't have to humiliate someone to teach them. Stuck home in my head, in my heart, my emotions. And I agree 100%. And I want to make a commitment to the Lord that I'm not interested in humiliating anyone, and I hope that you're not either. These are days when the Word of God needs to be practiced, not just preached. And Jesus said, they'll know that you're my disciples if you really show love. Show love. Obey me and show love. And so all those out there who don't understand what somebody else is doing or what they did do, or you think they're going to do, don't allow yourself the privilege of humiliating them. Show love and kindness and mercy and grace, because you need it and I need it more than anything else. God bless you. Have a great day. Thanks for taking the time. Pastor Ken signing off, and I'll see you tomorrow at church, 8 o'clock and 10 o'clock. Have a great day. Bye.